Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Shirley's channel, Chatter. Previously, now it is Brainstorm TV. So most of my content on my Brainstorm TV channel will be business related, marketing, advertising, promoting, branding, trademarking. So I just want to touch base on the importance of effective branding, effective marketing, and trademarking. So trademarking your business products, trademarking your business name and your business products. So I want to get into yesterday on my video I talked more about marketing. I talked more about marketing, how marketing makes it possible for all the products that we purchase to be placed out in front of us, before us, out on websites like Amazon.com, even on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all those marketing channels. So many different marketing channels that you can, place your products and your, products and your services. So the public, people, customers can see what you are offering. Because without marketing, and without their marketing department, or whoever does the marketing, I guess I say whomever is in charge of the marketing, the marketing of your products and your business. So I would say that way. So marketing, I talked more about marketing yesterday. So I want to, on my video yesterday, but I want to talk a little bit more about. I did talk a little bit about branding as well. Branding, my definition of branding, but I want to get a little deeper into these different types of brand, different types of branding. We have corporate branding, personal branding, product branding. So I want to get into a little bit more of that. So I talked about branding on my video yesterday. And branding, my definition, well, from my research as well, branding covers everything about your business, everything. Your products, your services, your customer service, how you treat people, how you treat your employees, everything. So building a brand, you're trying to build a strong, trustworthy, reliable brand. You want to build a brand that customers can trust, customers rely on. A brand that, when the customers purchase, something that they, can benefit from. McDonald's, Wendy's, Church's Chicken, all those brands, those are fast food brands. We also have Walmart, Kmart, Target, like I said, Amazon.com, Pepsi Cola, all those different brands. And then I was just reading up on the personal brand. When it came to Jordan, Jordan started his brand, his personal brand, but he also partnered with Nike, so the Just Do It brand. So it's just so much when it comes to branding. So I just want to get into a little bit of that today, and then probably my next video I'll go more into trademarking and the importance of trademarking your products, your business name, your products. So let's start out with what is branding. So I'm just going to sit over here, and so I want to start out with what is branding. So what is branding? So I'm just going to make, the video is not going to be that long today. What is branding? So when you think about brands, you think about brands like McDonald's, like as I was saying, McDonald's, Wendy's, Church's Chicken. So I want to see if my computer, I don't really have to have it plugged up because it's full. So brands like McDonald's, Church's Chicken, Wendy's, those are fast food, they're fast food restaurants, but they are fast food brands. So when you think about the yellow golden arches forming an M, red, you know, the golden arches, and then you see the red color in the background. And if anyone happens to see this logo anywhere in the world, only one brand name will pop up in their mind. That's McDonald's. So I was going to, they're showing it right here. So this is part of the McDonald's brand. See McDonald's. So that's their trademark, their large M. And then they spell it out McDonald's. So that would be the trademark, the trade name. So I'll talk more about that, trademarking tomorrow. But right now, branding. So marketing, branding, and trademarking go hand in hand. So they go hand in hand. So I don't want to hold a computer. So that's the McDonald's brand right there. That's the brand, but you saw the trademark, which is a big, like they said, the golden arches that forms an M, and then the red in the background. And no one else has that. No one else has that symbol and sign, I guess I would say. Logo. No one else has that logo. So your logo is your symbol, your sign, whatever colors you want to use for your business. So that's McDonald's. It says the perfect blend of brand characteristics, logo, color, font, slogan, uniformity all over the world, and innovative associations have resulted in developing McDonald's as the sixth most important brand in the world. So McDonald's has been around for, I don't know, probably, I know when I was a young girl, I used to go to McDonald's with my family. So I mean, McDonald's, I don't know, about 50 years, maybe 40, 50 years, something like that. It says, but what exactly is branding and why is it so important for any business? Is it limited to just logo, tagline, and font? Or is it something more, here's a guide to clear all the doubts regarding branding, its importance, types, and examples. It says, what is branding? Branding is the process of assigning characteristics and properties within and outside, and offering to give that generic offering an identity, which helps it to be recognized and differentiated in the market. So in other words, that McDonald's, that large M, the golden arches, the red in the background, their sign, their symbol, and the lettering and the words, the McDonald's spelled out. So no one else will have that particular trademark, trade name, logo. No one else will have that logo. So that's McDonald's, because if you infringe on that, if you infringe on their I guess I would say their brand, their logo, if you infringe on their label or their logo, and you want to sell products under their brand, in other words, you use their logo and their labels, and then you're selling products under their, that's trademark infringement. So, also, it can be called branding infringement. It says branding is a process of assigning characteristics and properties within and outside an offering to give that generic offering an identity which helps it to be recognized and differentiated in the market. So it helps us distinguish one brand from the next. We have McDonald's with the large M, then they spell out McDonald's. We also have Wendy's with the large W, spelling out Wendy's, and they have their particular logo for their brand. McDonald's has their particular logo, and their, for their brand. 3 points that should be noted in this definition of branding are, so I have a lot of pop-ups most of the time, assigning characteristics and properties within and outside an offering. Let me put this off. Even though the characteristics and properties are offering specific, they are not limited to within the offering. A Facebook post by the company represents the brand as well. to give an identity. So in other words, your brand, your logo, your label, your trademark. I'll get into a little bit more trademark on my next video. But all that serves a purpose to create your brand identity. It says to give an identity. The main purpose of branding is to give an identity to the generic product. So in other words, you go past McDonald's, you recognize the logo, the trademark, trade name with the large M, red in the background, golden arches, red in the background, a large M, McDonald's. So no other fast food company will have that same trademark. That's the trademark, the trade name, McDonald's with the large M, McDonald's. So you will not go down the road and see another company using their brand name. You will not see that, because if you do, it's a lawsuit. The identity is very much human-like, with a name, voice, tonality, color, and sometimes even sound. To help it be recognized and differentiated. Another role of branding is to be unique. Right, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Church's Chicken, we have Amazon.com, Pepsi Cola, Nike, Just Do It, the Just Do It brand. So when you look at their logos, all of them are different. They have to have a distinguishing logo from the next brand. So it says another role of branding is to be unique. A unique branding results in the product being more recognized and differentiated in the pool of competition. So there's so much competition out there for so much. Everybody's selling this and everybody's selling that. We have so many different brands of bread, different brands, different companies selling bread. I mean, from pans to pots and pans that you cook with, microphones, cell phones. You have Apple, the iPhone, and then we have because the iPhone has like the iPhone 10, I think it's like up to now, the iPhone 14 or something. I think the 14 is about to come out. So they would just be going up and up and up. iPhone 15, 16, and then you're looking at the prices for your iPhone, and then we also have the other phones. What's that? The LG phones. Yeah, the LG phones, and then you have they have the Apple phones. You have different companies. Boost Mobile now. Even over here in the United States, we have Xfinity. They started their mobile. I think Google has cell phones too. I know Xfinity. And Xfinity, they are a branch of Comcast. So Comcast is the cable company that we use over here in the United States. So that's where we get our Wi-Fi services from. And then we also have Verizon. So those are name brand companies too. Those are internet companies, technology companies. So you have you do have Google. You have like I said, Xfinity, Comcast, Verizon. We also have T-Mobile, all those brands. So they have all built a strong, trustworthy, reliable brand. T-Mobile, they have cell phones too, cell phones, and also home internet. So that's who I use, for my Wi-Fi, my home internet. So there are just so many different brands, and I want to get on there. It said the importance of branding. Brand is the sum total of how someone perceives a particular organization. Branding is shaping that perception. One should not ignore the importance of branding. It has become a necessity for products, organizations, and even humans today. There is no dearth, never heard that word before. There is no dearth of offerings with similar properties, and the only thing that separates a particular offering from the competition is such a case. one that says, there is no dearth of offerings with similar properties, and the only thing that separates a particular offering from the competition in such a case is the brand. So the pop-up got in my way. I couldn't see the rest of the. It says branding. The offering should be a priority before the launch of the product in the market, as it helps to. It says these pop-ups are coming up like crazy. Create an identity. So your brand creates an identity. It distinguishes your company from the next brand, one brand from the next. Branding is what the product is known for besides the generic properties. It is the unique name, color, design, and even the psychological experience that makes the product identifiable in the market. So if you're looking in the market, say for instance you want to go purchase some stretch jeans, like I mentioned on my previous video. So it could be stretch jeans, pots and pans, it could be a sofa, it could be a vacuum cleaner. You might want to go get, what if you want to go get some carpet for your house, you want to get 3 rooms of carpet, you know, then you want to think about what company that you want to, I guess you could, you know, you want to use to put your carpet down. So a lot of times when we're looking for, you know, something like carpet or something, you know, for the home, something inside our home, we might do a little research. So market research is very important. Do a little research and find out what companies, what brands are more popular. Then sometimes we may look at the reviews on certain, you know, that certain companies have. Some of the reviews, the customer reviews, you know, you want to know, sometimes you definitely want to know a little bit more. So research, market research is very important. So market research, benchmarking, you know, researching and see what other companies are doing, and, you know, do a little research and see how strong their brand is, you know. So, but if you are familiar, a lot of times when we become familiar with certain brands, we go back like Walmart, Target, Kmart. I have been to those particular brands so many times over the years. So they have definitely built up my loyalty, I would say. So I am a loyal customer of Walmart, Target, Kmart. It says create an identity. So that's what brands do. They create an identity. They want to be distinguishable from, they want another brand to be, I guess I could say it this way, they want to be distinguishable in the marketplace. They don't want to have the same logo, symbol, sign as the next brand. So it's not possible. It's possible, but you know, that would not be done because it wouldn't be wise. Okay, create an identity for the offering and also create consumer preference towards the offering. The market is full of offerings with the same properties, which often confuse the consumer to what he should buy. Like I was saying, the stretch jeans, you might have more than one company that's offering those stretch jeans, but what is so unique about those stretch jeans over here as opposed to the ones over here? So then you want to see which company you want to purchase, which brand you want to purchase your stretch jeans from. And like I said, too, pots and pans, whatever you want to purchase, you know, sometimes we may do a little research, but then sometimes we may already have in our mind what brand we want to use because we are familiar with we may be familiar with a particular brand that we have been shopping with for years, so we may be familiar. So like certain things, like if I want to get, say for instance, I want to, you know, anything I want to get. I mean, I have, you know, stretch jeans, I have purchased tights, dresses, different things, you know, Amazon.com. So when I want to purchase certain things, I know what brand I want to go to. I automatically know because that brand, Amazon, when they do have different. So when you order from Amazon, it's like a network of networks, a network of companies, and then you, when you order from them, it might not. Some brands come from Amazon. They ship from Amazon, but sometimes they may tell you your product is coming from another company. But if you familiarize yourself with that particular company that you order from, you might go to Amazon.com, but it might not come from Amazon. So like I said, that's why I said they are a network of companies. So, and also I ordered, like I mentioned on my previous video, and one of this item, this suit I have on today, Wish.com. So I did purchase this suit from Wish.com, and it's like a one-piece jumpsuit. So when I want to order certain things, I think about certain brands that I am familiar with. So that's the idea too of branding. When you think about a brand, you're thinking about a company. It could be an organization, it could be a company, it could be a corporation, it could be a personal brand. Because you have a lot of people that have started their own companies on YouTube. You have, and also you have Fenty, Rihanna's company, Fenty Beauty. They have Cali Cosmetics. So those, I guess I don't know if you would consider them a personal brand, but they are still a brand. So, and then, you may be familiar with those brands. So I did order some things from Cali Cosmetics for, Cali Baby. Cali Baby last Christmas for my grandson. But this is Wish.com, so I am familiar with this brand. I like the quality of their clothes. I like it comes from China, so out the country, so I'm here in the United States. But, so I like their, so I have, I think I ordered 3 of these, a yellow one, this blue one, and an orange one. And then I ordered some other things. I ordered some nice bell-bottom pants, so they're real nice. But so I'm familiar with the brand, so I like their clothes. So when you're familiar with their brand, you know the quality, you have experienced the customer service, the pricing. So the brand is everything. Brand, to me, your brand is everything about your company. Everything. How you treat your customers, how you treat your employees, how you keep your stores clean, everything. So when people look at your brand, it's gonna be in their mind. Just think if you go to a brand, it don't even have to be a familiar brand to you, but you go to a brand that you have been a company. The brand is basically a company, so it's the same thing. So you used to going to a particular brand, a particular company. You say, well, I like this brand. Just say, for instance, Kmart. You go to Kmart and the floors are dirty. Customer service is crazy. People talking to you any kind of way. You go in there, the floors are dirty, and you look on the racks, you see some of the clothes got holes. That is a tarnishment, I guess I would say. That affects your brand. That's what I'm saying. All that is part of your brand. You go to somebody's store, the floor is dirty half the time. The registers, the lines are always long. When you purchase the items or clothes or whatever, pants or shirts or whatever you purchase, every time you purchase something is wrong. You get home and it might have a hole somewhere, or you notice a smell like somebody might have tried them on before you purchased them. All that stuff affects your brand. So branding is everything about your company. So when I think about branding, so in other words, these microphones right here. So I purchased this microphone right here from Amazon, and the stand came separate. So I'm familiar with the brand, Amazon, so I don't mind. So when I think about certain things that I know I want to order, then I say, well, I already know, what brand I want to use. I want to use Amazon. So Amazon.com, and certain things that I won't get from Amazon, I go to Wish.com. Also, I have purchased things from Poshmark.com, different brands. So, a lot of these brands that are, most of the time they do stay in our mind. Because we have to keep them, they have to be memorable. So that's all, brand identity. brand identity. You know, you have your logos, your labels, and all that. And then the brand identity is, you know, everything. How they treat you, the quality of the products. So when you're thinking about the identity of a brand, you know, that's very important. Your logos, your labels, your colors, the quality of the products, the prices, how you keep your business clean, how you treat your customers, how you treat your employees. So branding, because you don't want to go to a brand and then, you know, you get cussed out, or, you know, you just had a bad experience. That's gonna be memorable, all right, because the only thing in your mind that you're gonna remember, I went over there to that brand. I don't like that brand. I don't want to go back. I'm not going back to that brand. But when you have a beautiful memory of a brand, when you went to shop there, you went to purchase, then you're gonna want to go back. You definitely, because that's the idea. If you are building a brand, you want a strong, reliable, trustworthy brand. You want to build a strong brand, a quality, dependable brand. You want a brand that customers, they purchase from you. They may have a need or they may have a want, and the thing is, you want them to come back. You want to make it memorable for them. You don't want them to come to your brand, your company, and have a bad experience because they're not going to want to come back. You want to make it memorable. You know, I know some companies have sales and different things. You know, we're going to have a sale this weekend, but, treat the customer nice. They always say, I know when I studied one of my courses down State University, they said we always feel that they just say, well, the customer is right. That's what they had in the book. They had, the customer is right. But I did a report we had to do a report, one of our classes there when I was down State University, Southwest Airlines. So I did a report on Southwest Airlines because the teacher had us doing a report. But Southwest Airlines, they felt that they didn't feel. My teacher never liked us to say felt. So, but Southwest Airlines, when I did my report, I uncovered what they were saying about their company. They said that the employees are number one, but we were always told that the customer is number one. But when I did my report on Southwest Airlines, they said the employees, make it plural, employees are number one. Because they felt, I don't want to say felt, but according to my research, in other words, if you have employees and you're treating them bad, beating them down, low pay, and they going through all types of problems on the job, it's going to trickle down to the customer. Because the employees are going to feel that they're not loved, they're not respected, and they're not appreciated, and they're not wanted. They're just working for a paycheck. So you want employees working for your job or working for your company that's going to be, those employees. You want those type of employees that are going to help you build a strong brand. You don't want employees that's going to be just working for a paycheck. But you never know. But you want employees that's going to help you build a strong brand. Help you build a strong brand, and so it's only fair that you treat your employees with love and respect and dignity, and show them love. And then they wouldn't mind doing all they can to help make sure the company is going up and not down. So let me finish. So I just wanted to show this suit that I purchased from Wish.com. So that is a brand that I always use. So I'm not gonna hold the video too long. We're just trying to get some main points. Okay. So what we said, I said. Branding, the offering should be a priority before the launch of the product in the market, as it helps too. So in other words, branding, the offering should be a priority before the launch of the product. So in other words, you should think about branding how you're going to brand, your strategy. So your branding strategy before you even launch your product. Create an identity for the offering, create consumer preference towards the offering. So let me go down here to create a new asset and build value. A brand in itself is an asset that can be sold separately. Wonder why Apple products cost twice as much as a competition which sells a product with the same configuration. It's the brand effect. Build trust, as I was saying. Build loyalty, build trust, build respect. So that's what you want to build when you are building a brand. You want the customers to trust your products and services. You don't want to be, say for instance, you're selling vacuum cleaners, or whatever you're selling. It could be cars. You could be a car dealer. You don't want the customer to purchase from you and then realize when they get their product home, it doesn't benefit them. It doesn't stand up to the brand name, the company's name. See, build trust. Branding and offering results in the professional appearance of the offering. It includes well-strategized labels and packaging according to the legal requirements and the plan positioning. This increases its appeal as consumers trust offerings with a professional outlook. Improves pride and satisfaction. Branding the company or offering improves the pride and satisfaction of both the customers as well as employees. It personifies the company. It personifies the company and its offerings and helps everyone who associates with it to create a deeper connection with the brand. And then also it says, look, develop marketing strategies. Marketing strategies without a brand will be nothing but futile, as there will be nothing to identify the offering with. Branding is a core part of the marketing, as all of the marketing strategies have their roots in branding. So branding is a core part of marketing. So you have to definitely brand before you market. So you have all your products in your company, you definitely have to brand your logos, your labels, and everything. You want to build trust, respect, loyalty. You just want to build a strong, quality, dependable brand before you even think about marketing any products. Because marketing puts your products and your services out, for your customer to purchase. Your websites, your social media sites, so, you're advertising your products, you're making, bringing forward marketing, your marketing strategies. So let's go down to elements of branding. So like I said, my definition of branding is just everything about your company, everything about your brand, everything about your company. See, branding isn't limited to just name and logo. It's a combination of characteristics and properties which have an effect on almost all of our senses to result in a uniform experience every time we have contact with it. That's what I said. Branding isn't just your logo and your name. It's a combination of characteristics and properties which have an effect on almost all of our senses. So when you're shopping at a particular brand, it's going to be etched in your memory. You go to, there's so many different brands. Like I said, Coca-Cola, what about Crest and Colgate, toothpaste and different brands. And now it's another brand that I buy, Hello. The Hello brand toothpaste, it has two different brands. Well, it has two different types. I guess I would say one has fluoride, and one is you can buy the fluoride free called Hello. So that's a brand. So I've been using that brand for a while. So I like the brand. I like the quality of the toothpaste, and the pricing and the location. So you can find that brand at was it Walmart? Yep. But so there's so many different brands of everything. It's just, you know, every item you can think about is a different brand, different company that sell the same brand. They sell the same, they would have a different brand name and logo and label and everything, but just say for instance, you want a loaf of bread, you know, you will think about the brand. You want to think about the company that you want to purchase that brand from. So the brand is just, to me, it's a company. It's the same as a company. That's what it is. So, like I said, Amazon. You think about the Amazon brand, that's a company. You think about Kmart, that's a company. Walmart, that's a that's a company. And Target, that's a company. So they all are companies. So your brand is a company. So each company may do things differently. Each company may do things differently, and it is what it is. It said branding is made up of innumerable elements, few of which are branding, the name which we use to identify the product with, or a logo, a symbol, or other design. So this is about the brand. We have the color, a color mostly used by a business in its marketing messages to describe or complement the brand. Vision, the group of goals or objectives behind the brand that help guide its activities and its future. Message, the value proposition of the brand, which it conveys through the brand personality to set the brand positioning. So you have some brands that are positioned in the market ahead of other brands. Just like I was reading earlier, it said McDonald's, their brand is one of the world's most popular brands, but it's number 6 on the list. So McDonald's is number 6 on the list. So it really depends on who you ask. Because some people on their list, they might write, you know, McDonald's is number 1 to me. Okay, we have the shape, either the distinct shape of the offering or the shape of the packaging. So packaging is important. All that's part of your brand. So like I said, branding is everything. When you brand your company, you have to think about everything that's going to pertain to your company. That's how you build a strong, reliable, trustworthy brand. Aroma, the distinct smell which the user experiences before, during, or after he uses the offering. Graphics, the uniform and distinct aesthetics used in the marketing messages. We have the sound used in the marketing messages to reinforce the brand identity. Then we have types of brands. I think this is going to be the last thing that I talk about. Well, I'm going to finish this whole page here. So types of branding. Branding isn't limited to, it's not just limited to products. Today we witness the branding of organizations, products, services, places, and even people. Just think, you can brand a person. And see, that's why I like to do research. Here are 4 types of branding one should know about. Product branding. Product branding is one of the most common types of branding when an offering is given an identity and a personality to make it identifiable and differentiable in the market. So you want to be able to distinguish one brand from the next. One brand from the next. Product branding. Even though it is called product branding, it isn't limited to products. Product branding refers to the branding of any offering, be it product or service. An example of product branding could be Mountain Dew. So I'm thirsty right now. I should have had me some cold water right here. Mountain Dew has its own name, color, voice, and personality. So Mountain Dew, you know, Mountain Dew, that's the soda. So we have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, we have Mountain Dew, we have ginger ale, all those are different brands. All those are different brands of soda. And then if you want to go into different brands of juices, you know, you have apple juice, you have orange juice, but you have, I think there's a brand called, Sunkist is, that's kind of like, it's not like an orange juice, but it's like an orange drink. So they have different brands of everything, you know, different brands of juices, different brands of sodas, different brands of potatoes. You know, we have the russet potatoes, and I don't know the other brands, but I usually get the russet potatoes. You know, the potatoes that you cook, you peel them, you make your fried potatoes, mashed potatoes. So everything you purchase is more than one brand. So, you know, you're not going to go into any store, like a grocery store, and you're not going to just find one brand of everything. You know, in other words, you go in there, you see, you know, you got a big old section. You have potato chips. You may have potato chips in this aisle, but you're going to have different brands, different companies. So a brand is that particular company. That's a simple way to put it. And then you have, you might have, like I see fish. Like if I buy fish, you know, they have some brands where, you know, that you have the different style of fish. You have the fish that look like they just, you know, fish them out the water. But they have that type of fish, and they have another type of fish. So like I said, they have different brands. So just about everything you purchase in the store, better believe it's going to have more than one brand. You're not just going to go in the store and they're going to offer one brand. Like you see a loaf of bread and they just going to have all the bread from just one company. Nah, you're going to look on that bread in the front of it, you're going to look at the logo and the label on that loaf of bread, and you're going to see that it's a different brand, it's a different company. So the brand is that company, that particular company. See, an example of product branding could be Mountain Dew. So I talked about Mountain Dew. And also, Mountain Dew, I would say, if you say Mountain Dew, then I would say Coca-Cola, Pepsi, ginger ale. All those are different brands of soda. Those are different companies. So your brand is your company. So simple way to put it, you know. You brand your company, you brand your company's products, and then, you know, you let the customer know that, hey, we're selling these I'm selling, you know, this type of, I guess I would say stretch jeans, whatever, stretch jeans, sodas, or whatever. And I'm selling it, and then, so to make it noticeable to the customer, you know, that's where marketing comes in to play. You know, in other words, you have your, say for instance, you have your warehouse, and you have, say for instance, you have your Coca-Cola, you know, you're the Coca-Cola brand, and you have all your Coca-Colas in your warehouse. But just to leave those Coca-Colas in your warehouse will not do you any good. You have to find a way to get, you know, those Coca-Colas out to the customer. 9 times out of 10, I don't know if Coca-Cola had. I never really ordered no Coca-Cola from their website. Most of that, I guess, their Coca-Colas, their product line are in stores. You know, you go to your grocery store, and you definitely will see Coca-Colas on the shelf. So that's part of their marketing strategy right there. I go to Giant, I go to Safeway, those are the main brands, popular, strong brands that have been around for a long time. Safeway, Giant Food, also we have Shoppers Food Warehouse. So 9 times out of 10, when you go to those brands, you're going to see a Coca-Cola brand right on the shelf. So that is the way that Coca-Cola gets their products out to the customer on store shelves. So I don't know any other way that they get there, because I don't know if Coca-Cola has a website. I never went to a Coca-Cola website like Coca-Cola.com, but most of the time when I go, I don't buy too many sodas anymore. I usually try to get plain water, but then you know there's so many different brands of water too, spring water. So I'll usually get the kind with the alkaline and the electrolytes. So there's so many. When you think about spring water, or whatever type of water you want, you go in there and you look on the shelf where the water, 9 times out of 10, you know, they have things sectioned off. You're gonna see different brands of water, different companies. So a brand is a company. So, but you just try to build a strong, reliable, trustworthy, memorable company brand. You know, you want to build a company that's unique. So in other words, if I'm selling and marketing sodas, but the next company, they are marketing and selling sodas too, I want to find something that makes me use. I want to find something to do within my company, you know, not just limited to my logos and my labels, but I do want my logos and my labels and my packaging to be on point. But I want to have something else within my company that's unique, that will drive the customers to my company as opposed to going to my competitor. Even though my competitors are selling the same thing, marketing the same things that I am marketing. So we talk about a personal brand. Personal branding is very common among politicians, celebrities, athletes, and other people who have niche followership. This type of branding makes it easier for these people to create an image for themselves among their followers. This brand image not only helps them in creating new business opportunities for themselves, but also benefits the brand associated with them. Michael Jordan. So here we have Michael Jordan. So like I said, the Jordan brand. So here we have Michael Jordan. So here we have Michael Jordan. So this is, they were talking about the, they're talking about the personal brand. So let's see what they're saying about Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan is the perfect example of personal branding, who, because of his niche followership, was not only able to benefit himself by launching his own apparel line, but also benefited Nike, which partnered with him to launch the same. Then we also have corporate branding. So like I said, this personal branding, so Michael Jordan, he started his personal brand, so I purchase from him all the time. Matter of fact, I have Jordan. That's what I have on now. That's all I purchase is the Jordan brand. So Jordan brand. So that's all I purchase is a Jordan brand. Yep. So you see the little Jordan symbol. So I only did only 40-something minutes. I thought it was already an hour. I said Michael Jordan is a perfect example of personal branding because of his niche followership. And it says because of his niche followership, was not only able to benefit himself by launching his own apparel line, but also benefited Nike, which partnered with him to launch the same. Then we have corporate branding. Branding the organization is as important as branding the offering it's selling. Corporate branding gives an identity to the offering provider and opens new opportunities for him to extend his offerings portfolio easily. Corporate branding is also of vital importance when it comes to hiring, as employees always desire to work with a company with a known brand. PepsiCo is a good example of corporate branding. So I was saying about the Coca-Cola. So that's a corporate brand. The company has several product lines in its product mix, including Frito-Lay, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew. Okay, I didn't know Mountain Dew was part of the Pepsi company. Lay's, Gatorade, Tropicana, etc., all of which are owned and operated by the parent brand PepsiCo. So PepsiCo, they got Quaker Oats too. So this is a PepsiCo brand. So like I said, So that's the PepsiCo brand. So see what they have? They got Frito-Lays, PepsiCo. They have Mountain Dew, Lay's, Gatorade, Tropicana. They have so much in their product mix. So that's PepsiCo. And so let's see. Then we also have geographical. Let's look at geographical branding. Geographical or regional branding is often used by the tourism industry who create, I wish these pop-ups stay off my computer. It says geographical or regional branding is often used by the tourism industry who create a brand out of a geographical location by assigning it certain characteristics and experience to attract more visitors. For example, Hawaii is being marketed as a perfect destination to visit if you want to go to beautiful islands lined with beaches of warm white sand and verdant, lush flora. The state is also marketed as the only place to experience Hawaiian cuisine, Hawaiian art, and the native Hawaiian religion. So they're saying you can, these different sites, these different countries and states and stuff, they are branding that's what I'm saying, that's what I said, branding, geographical branding. Now who would have thought? Geographical branding. And my son, he just came back from, he just traveled out the country, he just came back. What was it? I think it was Puerto Rico. I think was it Puerto Rico? Yeah, well, I mean, he went out the country, but he just got back, but you know, a lot of these sites, these countries are branding their geographical location. You know, so when I see it online, sometimes they be like, look, come over here, we're gonna treat you good. We have the sand, we have the water, we have good food, come on over. So they are branding their, I never thought about it that way. See right there, Hawaii. So all these pop-ups, they come up here, keep on getting in the way. And then we got examples of branding. Examples of branding. We agree that brands are everywhere. People are brands as well. People are brands as well. And, you know, that's something good to learn. But what makes a great brand? What separates a good brand from a bad one? Well, here are 3 examples to help understand the concept of branding even more. We have Coca-Cola. See, with an estimated brand value of $73.1 billion, Coca-Cola is the number 3 most valuable brand in the world. Coca-Cola, number 3 most valuable. I love their Coca-Cola, but I can't drink too many of them. I haven't had a Coca-Cola soda in years. But, you know, they're good, very good, but they have a lot of acid. The company used branding so well that the word Coca-Cola is the second most understood word in the world after the word okay. The company started with the product branding by naming its soda Coca-Cola, giving it a unique taste, color, bottle shape, and eventually turning the product into an experience and product branding into corporate branding. So when you drink a Coca-Cola soda, that experience with that is so good, you have to go back and get another one. So that is what business is all about. When you go into business, you want to create an experience for the customer so they can come back. I mean, I know when I shop, I want to get a great experience. When I go to the restaurant and sit down and eat in that particular brand, that particular restaurant, I want to get a good experience so I can go back. I want, you know, the food to taste good. I want the customer service to be good. I want the floors to be clean. I want the prices to be right. I want the location. I just want I just want them to help me want to be loyal to them. That's what I would say. Help me want to trust them. Help, you know, their product line. Help me want to love everything about their brand. Help me create a memorable experience when I come to your restaurant to eat. Or when I go, look, McDonald's stands out not only with its logo, but also with other characteristics like the mascot, Ronald McDonald, the Sonic branding, the same design of stores all over the world. See how they design? Well, I'm talking about then the cleanliness. That's very important. That's how you want your brand to come up. You don't want your customers to come in your store, your floors all dirty, and I mean that's part of your brand. You know, that brings down your brand. It says Ronald McDonald, the Sonic branding, the same design of stores all over the world, and the uniformity of service provided in those stores. So so that means all over, all McDonald's around the world, they want that uniformity of service. Then we have Apple, the Apple company. If prefix I to any generic category, I don't understand what they're saying. If prefix I to any generic category, chances are that people will consider it to be an Apple product. It says such is an amazing branding strategy of Apple. The company has positioned itself as a premium brand, which comes with high standards and has a minimalistic marketing approach. Go on, tell us what you think. So I think I think that was all. Okay, I think that's all for that. So that was a good article. So it was a very good article. So let me see. Since I'm not branding essentials, I think that's it. All right, let me see what else they have on branding. I'm trying to make the video at least an hour. Let me see. I try to make my video at least an hour, so I'm only at 56. I'm at 56, so let me see. I'll try to make my video at least an hour, so that's let me go with let me see. Okay, what is branding? Understand its importance. Okay. Well, it says, what is a brand? A brand is the identity and story of a company. That's what I'm saying. The brand is simply put, it's the company. And brand is the identity. So identity of the company. So each company is going to have a particular identity anyway. So like my company, I was working on a brand, Shirley Beauty, where I was marketing hair growth products for men, women, and children. And let me see. Hair growth products for men, women, and children. Let me see. So I was marketing some hair growth products for men, women, and children. And see, I had, this is how I did brand and then I had my, these were my labels with my logo. So it was this is part of branding. But when I put this particular product, so I had more than one, so I was marketing. So when I put this particular product, when I take this particular product and put it on the store shelves, or, if I was to get these products in, Walmart, Kmart, or somewhere, or even, because I did have my own website. So I did put my picture on there. These my logos, my labels. So if I would, put them on a website, create my website, or put, in stores, Target, Walmart, Kmart, that would be my marketing strategy. So I have to put it out there where customers can see it. Just sitting right here is not marketing. This is just branding. So this is building a strong brand. I want you to trust. I want you to look at my colors, my logos, my labels. So everything else that I'm creating for my company, that I want you to, to make you believe in my company, to make you trust, to make you try to become, to make you become a loyal customer, I have to earn your trust. I have to make sure my products I have to make sure my products are, I guess I would say, what you need and want. That is, I have to make sure my products are going to benefit you in some type of way, so, and then, and oh, it smells so good. So what I do, I outsource my, so I might get back into this. I might get back into it again, but not right now. See, so it's brand new. This is brand new. And, you buy your tops. So, but then, so that company right there, that was my company. So, but, and also I was talking about Wish.com. So these are some of the items I did. These are brand new. So these are, bell bottoms. So I like Wish. These come from Wish.com, and I have, different ones, different colors. So I like the brand. I like the quality. I like the quality of the, I like the quality of their clothes. So that's what they can keep me coming back. So they will keep me coming back. And so let me get back into a little bit more. So I just want to show you that. So those pants, Wish.com, and then this is the hair growth products that I was marketing at one time. But I might, jump back into that, but not right now. So a brand is the identity and the story of a company. So your brand is your identity and the story of your company. And that makes it stand out from the competitors that sell similar products or services. See, they sell similar products. Like I was talking about the different brands of bread. Like I said, different brands of, also pants. Wish.com. So Wish.com is not the only company that will be selling those type of bell-bottom pants. But so far, I do like their brand. I like the Wish company. So they're sort of like Amazon. So when you order from Wish.com, it's like a network of companies. So they have different companies on there that ship out. When you order from them, it's different companies where you be getting your items from. It says the goal of branding is to earn space in the minds of the target audience and become their preferred option for doing business. So you shopping at a brand, their objective is to, what they're saying right here, their objective is to earn space in your mind. You are their target audience. They want to earn space in your mind, and hopefully you will become, the company will become the preferred option for doing business. So in other words, if it's etched in my mind that I like everything about your brand and your company, 9 times out of 10, I'm going back. And then if I went over here to another brand, but I went to your brand before, I went to another brand, but you all both selling the same products, and if I see where one company has more advantages than the other company, I might say, hey, well, I want to keep on shopping at this particular brand, this particular company over here. Brands are an effective way for companies to communicate their vision. A brand clarifies what a company stands for and why. A brand also refers to the overall experience a person has when interacting with the business as a shopper, customer, social media follower, or mere passerby. So in other words, a brand also refers to the overall experience a person has when interacting with the business. So the overall, that's why I say branding is everything about your business. So it says it right here. This sums it up right here. A brand also refers to the overall experience a person has when interacting with the business. So your overall experience, you go to the business and you look at when you analyzing that brand, that particular business. You want to look at everything from the floors when you go in, how the employees treat you, how the customer service is, the pricing, the quality of the product. You're gonna examine everything. When you go to a particular store, you go to Kmart, Walmart, Target, you're gonna examine everything about that brand, because you're like, I love this brand, or you could hate them. So we always do that. Even when we go to the grocery store, even when you go to the movie theater, you have more than one movie theater. You might have been to this movie theater, then you might have experience going to a movie theater that was close by your house, or you might have went to a movie theater that maybe a little further away from your home, but you're definitely going to still look at the experience that you had when you went in both of those. And you might say, it's just that when we do things, when we go places, we examine everything. Even when you go to school, even when you get on a bus, we are examining everything. You go in a particular store just to get a bag of potato chips, and you're going to examine that store. If there's some things that you don't like about that brand or that store, you're going to be like, you know what, I'm not going back in there no more. I don't like the way they treated me when I went in there. They acting arrogant when they asked for my money. The floor wasn't clean. You will examine everything about the brand. Okay, it says, I think this is another. Okay, branding. What is branding? Branding is the process of creating the brand identity of a company. This process also delivers material that support the brand, like the logo, tagline, visual design, or tone of voice. I think I read that. Yeah, I read that part right there. Okay, having stood the test of time, the Coca-Cola brand is a testament of the power of consistent, successful branding that consumers have come to love. So the Coca-Cola brand. Coca-Cola, they have the Pepsi, and we also have the Sprite. I don't know if that's a Coca-Cola brand or not. The Sprite, when you get a Sprite soda, ginger ale, they have Sprite, ginger ale, Pepsi. Well, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, that's the same brand. That said, branding is an iterative or iterative process. Branding is an iterative process and requires getting in touch with the heart of your customers and your business. However, it's not exactly the same as marketing. No, it's not. No, branding is not the same as marketing, but I do think they go hand in hand. Branding, because you're branding your business first, then I think I would trademark first. And I think marketing would come last. Because marketing, you're putting the products out for the customer to be able to see them. So that's marketing. Using your social media channels, social media sites. It said that said branding is. I just read that. Okay, branding versus marketing. Let's get into it. While it's easy to combine branding and marketing into one discipline, they are quite distinct. It's also common to hear branding and marketing compared in terms of priorities. The truth is they are both essential to a successful business and must work in harmony for a business to grow. That's what I said. They work hand in hand. Branding, marketing, trademarking. That's why I do want to go live probably in the next couple of weeks or so, because I do want to get input from other people. Branding develops the brand identity. Marketing develops campaigns that connect the brand to products, mission, and goals. But they both build branding builds customer trust with a story. Marketing builds customers trust with actions. Marketing will build your trust with actions, because they have to have that strategy to be able to put those products and services before their target market. So your target market can see what the company is offering. We can't see what the companies are offering if they don't put things out there like in the grocery stores. And then you have, grocery stores, Target, Walmart, Kmart, I always talk about them because those are the brands that I'm familiar with over here in the United States. But you also have, I forgot what I was about to say, well, I was, that sounds like somebody bumping on the floor upstairs. Okay, but as a business grows, both branding and marketing get more complex. This growth often means that both areas of a business will develop strategies and tactics to support different goals. In branding, these actions usually support the business's story and identity. So when it comes to branding, you are building your company's identity. You want a distinguishing label, logo. You want a distinguishing, you want something unique. You want to do something unique in your business so the customer can have a memorable experience when they come to your business. So that's part of branding. In marketing, these actions usually amplify. In marketing, these actions usually amplify a company's product, customers, or other initiatives in order to drive sales. The importance of branding. Your brand is arguably one of your organization's most important assets. It gives your organization an identity, makes your business memorable, as I was saying, encourages consumers to buy from you, supports your marketing, advertising, and brings your employees pride. So your employees are important when it comes to helping you build a strong brand. Because just think, if you are running a business, you can't run no business if you don't have no employees anyway. You have a business, say for instance, if I had a store and I was selling my Hagmo products. Now if I don't have no employees working, dealing with customer service, so they are an integral part of your business, helping you build a strong, reliable, trustworthy brand company. So a brand is your company. Just like when I was doing, I used to be a security guard. So when the owner of the company, he would get contracts and then, would get contracts and they would put us on the schedule to fulfill those contracts. So if he had those contracts, but he didn't have no security guards to stand on those posts, no. So they don't tell you, but if you are an employee, you are definitely an asset to their company. You are definitely an important part or important person that contributes daily to helping their company and their brand build a strong, trustworthy, reliable, memorable brand, memorable company. They don't tell you that, but you gotta read between the lines. None of these companies wouldn't be able to do the things that they do without employees. You can own a company, but if you don't have no employees, some companies, like, if you're a small company and you just the owner, you can work by yourself, but it's almost kind of hard to run a company without having at least one or two employees, at least one. So employees, they don't tell you that you're definitely appreciated, needed, wanted, and you are definitely a contributor, an important contributor to the making of that brand. Believe it. Yeah, 'cause I used to do ride share with Uber, Lyft, and Via, and I worked as a security guard for a number of years. And I know that without us standing on those posts, but sometimes you just have to, sometimes you just stand around, and then when people come in the building, you might just check their IDs or something like that. You might check their IDs or search their bags, look through their bags, or they might go through the metal detector. But, without the security guards, you can't, but without employees, You know, so you have to treat, like I was saying, when I did a report on Southwest Airlines, and my teacher had us do a report. And so Southwest Airlines, in my report, I found that they said that employees are number one. Yes, employees are number one because employees, without the employees, you don't even have a business. You don't have a business without employees. You might own a company, but those employees are definitely important as well. Influencing purchasing decisions. Branding can be the deciding factor for consumers when they make a purchase decision. Right, branding is very important because when you think about a particular company, their brand is etched in your mind because you're going to think about the experience you had when you shopped at that brand. Oh, I didn't like the way they treated me when I walked in the door. I don't like the way their floors and stuff are dirty. So it's just, I'm just giving an example. It might be some things you don't like. You might like everything. You may like everything. So the benefits of branding, it influences purchasing decisions. Because when you build that strong, reliable, trustworthy brand that customers love or can't get enough of, and then, you know, when you brand that way, when you just make everything right about your company that you can do, you know, that you can make right. So you build a strong, trustworthy, reliable, memorable brand. So when you do all that, when you do, you know, all you can do, and you build that beautiful company that's, you know, you're treating your customers right, and you having sales from time to time, the floor is clean all the time, customer service is beautiful. I mean, just everything about your brand is just A1, you know. That influences us, customers, from, you know, that influences us to want to come back and purchase again. So that is the most, I don't know if that's the most important, but that's one of the most important aspects of your business, I would say, is to make sure you do things to ensure that the customer comes back. Yep, want to ensure that the customer comes back. Because I know I had, sometimes, you know, when you sign up with a brand and you're doing things with that brand, and then all of a sudden you decide you want to stop, they ask you the question, oh, can I ask you? Yeah, because sometimes they do a survey. They may do a survey. Oh, can I ask you why you want to leave? Oh, I had a company. I forgot what company it was, but I think it was one of those cell phone companies that I left. And they said, well, can I ask why you want to leave? Why you want to leave? Oh, we can offer you a free phone, blah, 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 you know. So I went on with it. But sometimes they do things like that, trying to get you to come. I was like, look, I'm about to leave. You know, I'm not happy with the service. You know, I don't have enough. I'm paying too much per month and blah, 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 blah. I said, well, you know what? We don't want you to go, so we're going to offer you a free phone. And so that particular brand, I forgot what company it was, but sometimes they do stuff like that. They don't want you to leave. So that was benefits of branding. So when you brand effectively, when you brand right, when you brand and you just create a strong, durable, trustworthy, memorable, valuable, loyal, I guess I would say loyal brand, because you want to be loyal to your customer as well as you want the customer to be loyal to you. You want the customer to keep coming back. So you have to do things and create that strong, memorable brand to keep the customer coming back. Because the customer, because we are not going to spend our money and keep on running back to a brand that don't mean nothing to us, that don't have our best interest at heart. Buying stuff that don't even benefit us, buying stuff that costs more than what it's worth. You know, the quality of the product wasn't nothing, you know. So, and then we have branding creates an identity for your business. So it creates an identity. You know, you want to shop with those brands that have created a beautiful, trustworthy, reliable, memorable. You know, I keep going back to memorable identity. So then it helps customers remember your business. Yep, memorable. Because if you're doing things in your business and the customer gonna be like, you have to do things that, you definitely do have to put the customer first. But I know Southwest Airlines said they put the employees first. Me, I would put both first. I feel the employees and the customers both should be first, in my opinion. But we learned that customer always right, or the customer comes first. But Southwest Airlines said employees. So I have to go back and look back at that company again, because that was when I was down Strayer University. So I guess that was some years ago, but I don't know. I need to go back and do some research on that company and see how they feel now. Sometimes people change their outlook on things. So in other words, it helps customers remember your business, it boosts advertising and marketing, builds employee support. That's what I'm saying. So branding builds employee support. So those employees are very important. I think that's, okay, now, that's a brand strategy guide. Branding is creative work. It's also a team effort, and there are many stakeholders who should be involved in the process. Everyone has an opinion, and navigating useful feedback and changes can make branding a challenge. But you don't have to invent your brand without help. So in other words, they got templates that you can look at to help you with your brand. Insert the description of milestone here. In other words, they have like a little chart. So you can, like a little chart that you can, it says insert description of milestone here. So in other words, your milestone, what do you want to do when you start your brand? What do you want to do as opposed to, down the road, I guess they're saying, the milestone in the next 5 years or 10 years. What type of brand do you want to build? What do you think you want to do? What do you think you have to do to reach those goals? Your milestones. We started out here with our brand. We definitely want to build a brand that our customers can trust, our target market. Our target market that we are, aiming so they can, aiming at them so they can purchase from us. So we want them to come back and keep coming back. So this is some other stuff, so I'm not gonna read. I think I read some of this yesterday. Okay, it says determine your target audience. Branding leads to awareness, recognition, trust, and revenue. That's true. We talked about that, but let's take a step back and understand where those stem from. Consumers, and not just any consumers, your target audience and customers. 70% of consumers say that they want a personalized experience. Yeah, I would like a personalized experience. When I go to a particular brand, I want to be treated fair. I want to have that personalized experience. I want you to let me know you appreciate me when I walk in the door. I know some companies that I have shopped at previously. So when you come in the door, they greet you. Well, how you doing? How you doing? They say hi. They have music playing. They say, how you doing? Some companies, when you come in the door, they don't even know you're there. But, that's not all companies. But it says if your brand doesn't resonate with your audience, it won't lead to that awareness, recognition, trust, and revenue. That's where target market research comes in. So target market research. Before pressing pen to paper, you must understand to whom your branding will be speaking. Who does your product serve? Who is your ideal customer? That's the target market. Why did you create your business in the first place? You create your business to satisfy a need and a want, or even a need or a want for the customer. I'm getting sleepy now, so I think I'm about to end this video. It's about time to go to bed. So that is branding. And then my next video, I want to talk a little bit more about trademarking. But trademarking, why it is important to trademark your business name and your business products. In other words, trademarking gives you also trademark the trademark office. I think it's LSPTO over here in the United States. So in other words, if you go, you trademark your business products and your business name, that gives you that legal protection in case somebody is infringing on your product name. Your product. In other words, you have a product and you don't have your business name trademarked or your product. Somebody else using your products, or somebody using your business name, even if you have your business registered, they're saying that trademarking gives you more protection. So when you go to court, you get that legal protection to have a trade. You have everything trademarked. So some people have slogans trademarked, your business name, business products. So I want to do some more research and get into that tomorrow. So branding, like I said, everything about your company, everything about your business. So your brand is your company. So you take your company products after you brand everything and you build that strong, quality, reliable, trustworthy, memorable brand. And, then you think about your marketing strategy. How am I going to get my products and services out to my customers? So that would be my marketing strategy. So you can have a branding strategy, a marketing strategy, and why not have a trademarking strategy as well. So you want to know which products do you want to trademark. And then you have a business name, you want to trademark your business name, So I want to do some more research on that and do trademarking on my next video. Yeah, I think I already talked about some of these things yesterday. So I think I'm going to close on this video here. So when you do a Google search, it tells you all kinds of stuff. You can get logos and all that. When it comes to branding, you want to have a distinguishable logo and label. Yeah, so that's part of branding: your logo, your labels, your business colors. So branding is everything you can think of about your company, and that should be what you put in your brand. So your brand is basically your company. So when you think about it like that, so my brand, sometimes when you think about branding, your brand, if you just make it brand, say branding is like a verb. But when you think about it, and you just think of it as in terms of a brand, and you just say my brand is my company. I have my company, I have my brand, and then I want to market my products. So when I market my products, I have a strategy for that. I have a strategy for building my brand. I have a strategy for marketing my products. So, see, what is a brand and how does it work? Your branding is what you put out into the world, your tone of voice, your messaging, and your visual identity, each of which stem from your brand, who you are and how you do what you do. So like I was just mentioning, branding is like the verb, but your brand is like a noun. Your brand would be like a noun, which would be your company, but branding would be like a verb. See, why branding is important in marketing. But I'm gonna close out on this video. But there's a lot of important stuff here. What should a brand do? This is the article there. See, decades ago, branding was defined as a name, slogan, sign, symbol, or design, or a combination of these elements that distinguish one company, product, or service from another. Today, branding is more complex and even more important. What should a brand do? Branding is not just about getting your target market to select you over the competition. It's also about getting your prospects to see you as the sole provider of a solution to their problem or need. In other words, when you brand right, that's a good point too. In other words, that's talking about the competition. So when you brand, you want to brand in a way where you want to be the sole proprietor, you want to be the sole seller, you want to be the sole person, the go-to person, the only go-to person. Say for instance, like I made an example of those stretch jeans. Now, if I market stretch jeans, I want to have a unique way of doing things when it comes to marketing my stretch jeans. That I want the customers coming to me. I want to target my target market, to come to me and not to my competitor. So I would have to have something so unique, or the product can be unique, or it can be a way that I do things that when it comes to marketing my stretch jeans, I can be doing something so unique that, everyone wants to come to me. I'm getting more profits. I'm getting more customers. So it says, it's also getting your prospects to see you as a sole provider of a solution. In other words, see you as a sole provider. In other words, say for instance, you invented this particular type of vacuum cleaners, or you invented this particular type of blenders that blend, different foods, but you have a particular type that nobody else has. You basically want to monopolize the market. So you want to monopolize the market because you want everybody to come to you. You want everybody to come to you because you are the only one selling those particular type of stretch jeans. You are the only one selling those particular type of blenders. Nobody else in the market has those items like you. You created something that is unique. So we can create something that's unique, something memorable, something trustworthy, something strong, something valuable, something that the customer wants and needs. It says confirm the brand's credibility in the marketplace, emotionally connect target prospects with a product or service, motivate the buyer to make a purchase, create user loyalty. Branding and understanding your consumer. To succeed in branding, you must understand the needs and wants of your customers and prospects. You can achieve this by integrating your brand strategies throughout your company at every point of public contact. Think of branding as though your company or organization were a living, breathing person. Imagine this person explaining who they are, why they're valuable, and what they specifically have to offer. So in other words, you are a brand, you are a company. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, you want to explain to your customers, to your target market, that you are valuable, and that come to me. I'm more valuable than my competitors over there. I'm more, you can trust me. I'm more valuable, more trustworthy. I'm gonna make sure that I create a memorable experience for you when you shop in my brand as opposed to my competitor's brand. So the importance of branding and the 3 key questions. Your brand is the source of a promise to your customer or to your consumer. If you're building yourself as a manufacturer of the longest lasting light bulb, your brand has to live up to that. If you're building yourself as a manufacturer of the longest lasting light bulb, your brand has to live up to that. So in other words, you selling a light bulb and you telling the customer that you can't do no bait and switch. You're telling the customer, you're advertising, you're marketing, you might have your social media marketing site set up, or you have your website, your company website. But basically, you're telling the customer, in other words, when you advertise your products, you're going to have to tell what the product does, what it is, what it does, how much it costs. You have a description. You have to have a description of each product on your website, or even if you have it in the stores, you know, you have your products on store shelves, you know. But basically, they say here you're advertising for these light bulbs. They're supposed to be the longest lasting light bulbs in the world, I guess. So they have to stand up to their name, stand up to your company brand. You can't just say, oh, these are the longest lasting light bulbs, and then, but that could be a lie. That's what it's saying. It says your brand is the source of a promise to your consumer. So you promise your consumer that your products are going to do a certain thing, then that's what they should do. Because if they don't, how are you going to create an experience, a beautiful, loving, trustworthy experience with you and your customer to keep the customer coming back? You can't, you know, you don't want to make those assumptions if they are not true. Or just try to tell the customer, oh yeah, blah, 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 just so they can buy that particular product. Well, these light bulbs, they last, well, I mean, I have had from our electrical company, they have light bulbs. I think they do have some light bulbs. When you go to Home Depot, they do have light bulbs that last like 3 years. But I know they have my electric company, they have given out light bulbs that last, I think they last like 3 years or something like that. When they told me that, I was like, you know, really? But they just gave, you know, they give them out sometimes because they help you try to conserve energy. Then they give you, the equipment that you can put around your windows to keep the air from coming in, so you don't have to use so much heat. Beyond loyal customers. Branding not only creates loyal customers, but it also creates loyal employees. So that's what I was saying. A quality brand gives people something to believe in and something to stand behind. It helps employees understand the purpose of the organization they work for. They feel like they're a part of something significant and not just a cog in a wheel. A basic checklist to evaluate your brand. How do you know if your brand is strong enough to give you the internal and external value that you need? Start by asking yourself the following. Does the brand relate to my target audience? Will they instantly get it without too much thought? Does the brand share the uniqueness of what I'm offering and why it is important? Does the brand reflect the promise made to my target audience and hold value for my internal audience? And does the brand reflect the values that I want to represent to my customers? So in other words, does the brand reflect the values that I want to represent to my customers? Does my brand, when you ask yourself those questions, you know, does the brand relate to the target audience? Does the brand share the uniqueness of what I'm offering? And does the brand reflect the promise made to my target audience? So all those things are definitely important. So I think that is it. I think I'm going to close out here. But that branding is so very important. So branding, why branding is important in marketing. So branding, it creates your brand identity. So you have to have an identity. That's why, first of all, for starters, when you're building a brand, you're building your company brand, you want a distinguishable trademark, trade name. That's the first step. And then you start, you know, building, you start working within and building those quality products. You think about customer service. You think about everything about your brand, about your company. You think about everything about your company so you can satisfy the customer, your target market. So I'm going to close that out today. And so I found a lot of interesting things when it comes to branding. Yes, I was talking about Michael Jordan and his personal brand. So then he also partnered with Nike. So we had to Just Do It shirts and Nike shirts. So I showed you my Jordan. So that's all I wear is Jordan brand. I can probably show you about 10 pair of Jordans under my bed that my son has given me. So that's all he wears, Jordan brand. So Jordan t-shirts. So I do have the Jordan shirts. Matter of fact, hold on for a minute before I close out. I want to show. like I said, see, Jordan brand. So these are brand new that I purchased for my son. So they see how you know it's real because you have the Jordan right up in here. So this is the Jordan brand. This is not open yet, but that's the Jordan brand. And like I showed you the shoes. So Jordan definitely have built quality. Quality is trustworthy, reliable brand, and also so it's another brand new Jordan shirt that I purchased for my son. So, but he had this one on today, so I just folded it back up. But so then when you think about the Jordan brand, you know that it's authentic when you see inside. It definitely had to be in the collar, so you can't have nobody. So you definitely know that it's authentic. Can't have nobody, selling. So yeah. But I want to close out this video. I want to close this video out, and I want to say thanks for joining me. And I hope to see you on my next video. So hope to see you on my next video. So like I said, wish.com, so I have, just summary outfits, and also it's just so many different brands or things that you can purchase, like hair and, but so I want to close out. So I want to close out this video, and I hope to see you on my next video. And so I hope to see you on my next video. So thanks for joining me. So my next video, I'm going to talk about trademarks, the importance of trademarking your business name, business products. So you all have a good one, and I'll see you on my next video. So have a good one.